This your boy Mitch TV coming to you straight off the hip. Car Chronicles. Another episode. Just want to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. I have 1,700 followers, subscribers. I just need 300 more to get to that 2,000. Thank everybody for tuning in to these last episodes, these last few episodes, really, for just watching and everything. All right, let's go ahead and get to first things first. My Packers blew it this past weekend. Green Bay Packers had an 18-point lead over the Chicago Care Bears. And yes, I am a little salty, and I don't care. The Care Bears has beat us. And we blew it. We blew an 18-point lead. 15 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Very unacceptable. The Packers have left 7 points on the board. They should have scored, because we missed 2 field goals to get us 3 points. That's 6 points, and we missed a extra point kick, which that's 7 points. We blew it this year, and here's the reason why the Packers lost. McManus, the kicker, he fucked that up. Let's just be real. And Matt LaFleur sticking to analytics and not just going for the plays that need to get shit done. And that's what I'm going to say. Matt LaFleur, and let's just be real. Those two things, plus Michael Parsons not playing because of injury. And I'm going to say this. If Michael Parsons was healthy and playing in that game, I believe the Packers would have won that game. Solely because Caleb Williams was in the pocket and he was too comfortable. Really no pressure wasn't put on him that much. Maybe in the first half, yes. In the first half, a lot of pressure was put on him. But in the second half, he got real comfortable. That's why you need players like Michael Parsons. That's a game changer. Michael Parsons would have kept that pressure going. And Caleb Williams got comfortable in the second half. And the Packers didn't do nothing to stop the bleeding. And, I don't know. Green Bay, see, one thing I hate about my Packers sometimes, like we will do good in the regular season. We will get, in some years, we'll get to the playoffs. We'll beat the first opponent, get to the divisional round, and shit the bed in the NFC Championship game. Or sometimes we'll be the top seed in the NFC. We'll get to the divisional round because we got the bye week, and shit the bed in the divisional round. And the Packers, it's always the same shit. It's defense and special teams. And this year is because some of our defensive pieces are injured, and our special teams was trash. McManus, I'm sorry. I knew it was going to be a bad day in Chicago for him. When the wind started blowing, and Ben Johnson is smart. When he noticed the wind started blowing and McManus had the momentum in that kick, what he did, he fucked up McManus' superstition, where if the kick is about to be good, he called a timeout before McManus did that first kick. And then when McManus, he kicked the ball anyway after the timeout. It nailed it. But the wind started blowing and all of that, and it broke his superstition. But I know some people might say, well, there's no excuse, and he should have still made it. Yeah, but NFL players and NBA players, they got these crazy ass superstition stuff about whatever. But I feel like that the Packers shit the bed. Like, you took the ball out of Jordan Love's hands in the beginning of the third quarter, and then you went back to throwing the ball. And I felt like if the Packers knew, see, I always said this, the Packers is going to get put out. I predicted the divisional round they was going to get put out, but not in the wild card. So, and the Packers, they didn't do a good job of controlling the Bears. Now, I will say this. Next year is going to be a different year. I feel like the Packers is going to do better. I feel like that. I feel like the Packers are going to do better. Now, I'm not like the Cowboy fans saying we're going to win the Super Bowl. No, I don't think we're going to win the Super Bowl. I would say this, when we first got Michael Parsons before the season started, I thought we was going to be a Super Bowl contender. And then when the injuries started happening and some of the inconsistencies I started seeing, I said, nope, we're not a Super Bowl team. We're not ready yet. I think next year is going to be the year. And I know Packer fans is talking about fire Matt LaFleur. I'm just going to be real. The Packers already announced during the season they was going to re-sign Matt LaFleur. What's the use of firing him? Because if you fire Matt LaFleur, who's the viable option to replace him? I know people are going to say John Harbaugh, but John Harbaugh, John Harbaugh has ties to the Packers because of John Harbaugh's agent. It's the son of the former Packer president and CEO. Everybody know that. John Harbaugh, yes. John Harbaugh understand. Yes, John Harbaugh will be a great replacement. But look, the Packers feel, and I think this is what I feel. I feel like the organization made the right move to keep Matt LaFleur. Yes, Matt LaFleur is a great coach because here's the thing. Because if the Packers were stupid and just got rid of Matt LaFleur, and Matt LaFleur the next year turns around, go to a team and make them a contender or make them a Super Bowl contender, then guess what? We're screwed. Because besides John Harbaugh, who's the best next candidate? Which is Mike McCarthy. And we damn sure don't want to rehire Mike McCarthy. So, Packer fans, you gotta understand. Matt LaFleur is a great coach. He's a top 5 coach. Consistently, we have gone to the playoffs every year since he's been the coach. We have went to the NFC Championship 3 times since he's been the coach. We have been, think about it, the damn Cowboys haven't went to an NFC Championship in 30 years. Packers went to the NFC Championship 3 times within the last 6 years. Think about that. There's some teams that haven't been to the NFC Championship in 20 years. There's some teams that haven't been to the NFC Championship never. There's some teams that only been to the NFC Championship 1 or 2 times. Packers have been to the NFC Championship a bunch of times. Within the last 20 years, we have been to the NFC Championship maybe about 5-6 times. Teams like the Cowboys that haven't been there in 30 years. So we're there. We're there as a Super Bowl contender. Here's what I think the Packers need to do. Number 1, re-sign Matt LaFleur. Number 2, get everybody healthy. Number 3, re-sign Trayvon Diggs. Even though we just picked him up, re-sign him because he'll add more depth in that backfield. Number 4, draft you some replacements for a linebacker because draft some. Because one thing I like about Packers we're gonna think about the future. That's why we're being good. Now the Packers need to draft some linemen, some more linemen, and they need to strengthen up that special teams. That, like, I think McMahon's ass is out. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone because I'm sorry, he's gone. I think Packers gonna let him go and get another kicker because it's not gonna work out. But yeah, the Packers need to do some real soul searching. What they need to do. I think next year will be our year. I don't think this year wasn't our year. I always thought this year wasn't our year. Maybe in the beginning of the season because of the hype. And then by the mid-season, I'm like, nah, we're not Super Bowl contenders. But I think next year will be the year. If not, then cool. We gonna keep. One thing about Green Bay, I think the organization will never let us be a trash organization. We always in consistency of winning. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about my Packers melting down. This your boy, Miss TV. I'm out.